So this is Erin's space oddity questions. They're not her questions anymore, but we're just gonna keep it. And I picked these out personally.
Okay, so these aren't generic. These are
no. Okay, so the questions come from this game called Table Topics.
okay.
Right. So they're very not random questions, but they're just like they're conversation starters. But I mean, I know you, so I kind of thought about what I know about you and try to find questions that I thought would engage you in a way. Let's see which one I'll start with, though. Oh no, we're not gonna start with that one. Oh no, not with that one.
This is all like, man, we may not be the best of friends, but it's gonna like, what does Scotty think about me?
Well, okay, no, I know there's nothing's difficult. It's just okay. We'll start with this one. Okay, would you stop eating all junk food if you were going to live 5 years longer?
Yeah, I think that's easy choice.
I don't think I would.
Really?
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you why. Only because like I've seen somebody go from like 80 to 85. You ain't missing nothing.
Okay, so it's not with or without quality. It's like with the normal quality of life. You're
so
going to go
either
from
you
90
eat junk
to
food
95.
at the level you're eating right now, or we cut it all off and you're going to tack on 5 years
at the end.
Yeah.
Well, I don't get 5 more years right now.
Like you find the fountain of youth like in the middle of your life. Is that what you're saying? Like you pause.
I don't stick at 35 for 5 more years. I get 5 more years at the end.
Okay, so I'll give you 2 choices and then you can make. So you get 5 more years at the end, or do you know what's your have you had like a favorite age that you've been so far, like 30, 25? Like, is there an age like your favorite age?
I think my favorite time in life was when I first got married.
Okay.
And like we were just running crazy and it was just the two
how
of
old
us.
were you then?
I was right around 30 at the time.
Okay, so you get to be 30 for 5 years.
Wait,
so
30? That is so not right. I was like 27.
You get to be 27 for 5 years, or you get to tack on 5 years at the end.
Ooh, yeah, no, I want 27 for 5 more years.
Okay, so you would stop
So I
eating.
would give up junk food there. 5 years at the end, I don't know. I don't think it's doing much.
Well, at 5 years at the end, you should eat junk food. I'm letting you know.
Yeah, go be happy at that point.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
All right. And your full name is Brad, or is it
Brad Lee?
Brad Lee.
That's my full name, yeah.
Okay. If you could rename yourself, what name would you choose?
I got this uncle named Mark, and I always thought I could be a Mark.
Yeah, I could see a Mark.
And I got pictures of him when he was younger, and he's got like this mustache and this
a Mark,
and I was like, I could do that. And so actually, I had a mustache for quite a while, like leading almost up to this podcast.
I feel like I saw some pictures on social, that you had like a mustache.
Yeah, I'm working on the mullet too.
Your hair's looking good.
It's good.
I'm impressed with the hair. I'm ready to cut mine. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Well, no, let's do this one. Okay. What was your favorite childhood meal?
Okay, so my mom would always make this chicken that she would just put like panko breadcrumbs on. I forgot. We had like some special name for it. Like
y'all called it something special?
We called it something special. Golden chicken or something, and like that's all it was like chicken with breadcrumbs on it.
So it was just something your mom made.
Yeah, but like that was the meal that I never shut down as a kid.
My favorite meal. We were in a small town, but they had like a country club, and my favorite meal was my mom would make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a handful of carrots, and like 2 chocolate chip cookies, and we'd have it when we come back, like after swimming at the country club or whatever, like a snack meal or whatever. Favorite meal.
Now, outside of meal though, my mom makes the best chocolate chip cookies known to man, like 100%. Anytime she comes around, I'm like, we need chocolate chip cookies for dessert, nothing else.
Have you ever had? Do you know what buttermilk pie is?
No.
Have you ever had chess cake? Do you know what chess cake is?
No.
Okay. All right, well, we got a whole
You're blowing my mind now, yeah.
So my mom makes this fantastic buttermilk pie. The recipe is from my grandmother. And we beg for it at holidays and stuff like that. And like we fight over taking it home. And I'm assuming that's how these chocolate chip cookies work.
They don't they barely last until the oven. I'm eating the dough as she's making it.
So what's she doing? She tell you what she's doing?
I think the thing is like she swaps some Crisco for butter or something like that.
Smart.
And they just come like extra better that way.
smart. All right. Okay, yeah. What would you love to find at a yard sale? I can tell you mine.
What would I love to find at a yard sale? Okay, maybe two things.
Okay.
'Cause I can't get enough. Hats, like vintage hats,
Like caps?
like caps, like something like this, the trucker style.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I bet you there's some really cool ones from like the 70s or
Oh,
80s out there that you could totally find at like a yard sale. The problem is they have to fit me because I wear a youth size. So
You wear a U size?
I wear a youth size hat.
No way.
Yeah, it's a youth size hat.
I am the exact my head is like a size 8.
Really?
Yes. I can't find. So the problem with hats for me is they're too tight, like here, because my head's kind of oblong.
Mhm.
And then the crown has to be super deep because my head's like just really big from here to here. So most things like fit kind of like a yarmulke.
Yeah. Yeah, like my cowboy hats, I have to get like kind of custom shaped on the inside because I do have like an oblong head a little bit, and so they can stretch it, certain ways. But they always look tall on me.
What do you wear? What do you wear in a cowboy hat?
I wear like a 6 3/4, but like I think it's really more like 6 1/2, 6 3/4,
It's not
somewhere in
terribly
between
small.
there.
You're lucky to get youth hats.
Yeah, youth hats like.
Youth hats rock.
I go to Lids and like it's like, are they gonna have them today? Because like it's either like Paw Patrol and Power Rangers.
Right.
I'm out there looking for like cactus
Like
ropes and hooey and
like
stuff.
something cool, yeah. What was the other thing that you wanted to find in a yard sale?
I bet you could find a really cool pair of boots at a yard sale.
Oh yeah,
People try to get rid of that stuff all the time.
This is the only problem with just used shoes in general. If that person walks weird or something like that, and the heel, and
Yeah.
like you could get them resold obviously, but like the heel will be fucked up or whatever. That's the only bad part about like used shoes.
The beauty of cowboy boots though is that like everything is repairable. Like I always get custom insoles right after I get mine, and then I've replaced heels on these so many times, so that like I feel like you could bring a yard sale boot back to new for like $100.
I mean, I have sold some old boots on eBay for quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
Just old boots. I mean, somebody's got the foot to fit them somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. Are you from New York?
Yes, I am.
Okay. How did you end up so much like this coming from New York, or did you move to Texas like really early?
So I moved to Texas when I was 8 years old.
Oh, okay. So you've pretty much been here.
But like in New York, I grew up on a farm.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it was like cows and corn and trucks and tractors. So yeah,
Look at me.
That kind of culture was
look
in
at me
me.
pretend like everybody's in the city and shit.
Yeah,
like,
I even though I got here young, I didn't become like country or I didn't like country music until after college.
What'd you listen to before college?
Indie music.
Any alternative? Like Nirvana kind of.
Let's say Block Party, Ben Folds, kind of.
So you're so much younger than me. What life experience has strengthened you most?
Easy. Tearing my Achilles. Like I was so into fitness. I was so active.
It's tough, isn't it?
I like to move around, and then boom, just
and you're doing nothing.
Set down. Yeah.
You get depressed?
No. I told myself as soon as it happened, don't be a bitch about this. Like you can mentally take this one of two ways: be sad about the state that you're in, or make it your job and your workout to
make yourself better.
Get back up.
Yeah.
And so I did really good mentally getting through it all. It took 6 months to get walking again. And then now I'm in the gym pretty much exactly the same the way that I was. I can calf raise a little bit less, but that's pretty much it.
Do you train any differently now that you did that, or were you able to go back kind of to your old training?
I went back to the old training. I don't really do anything different other than spend a decent amount of time doing some dynamic stuff.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about like you stretch a lot before you warm up and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is the last one. Oh man, which moment of your life would you choose to relive if you could?
this is something that recently happened. It might not be the most impactful moment of my life, but me and Gabby celebrated our 8th anniversary.
Gabby being your wife.
Gabby being my wife.
Yes.
We went to a George Strait concert, and it was our first time seeing him.
Oh, awesome.
Probably the only time.
Right.
And we had these really good tickets. We were down on the floor, probably like 10 rows back. And we were in this really good spot where there was an opening in front of us. Like it was like a place where people could walk to their seats and stuff. So we were dancing to his songs, 10 rows back, celebrating our anniversary. Like, it was really special for us.
What's really crazy is like, we kind of met through kind of dancing and stuff like that. Right.
Yeah.
And so I went dancing a lot, and I've danced with a lot of people. And if you've danced with somebody for like a long enough time, you'll kind of have a couple of those, right? Like these couple of moments where you dance and it feels like the whole world just goes away.
Yeah.
And it's just like you two, as cheesy as that kind of sounds.
Yeah.
But you're just kind of in sync with each other in some weird way. And maybe you've had plenty of alcohol, that helps, right? But like those are really cool like moments, especially, but it really probably only happens with someone that you know really well, that you've been married to or dating for like a period of time,
Yeah.
because you start to kind of just dance with each other so in syncly,
Like, it's almost autopilot, it seems like. But at the same time, like, it can be autopilot that feels incredible, or autopilot that's like, yeah, this is just a dance. But sometimes it pays off and it's like, this is perfect.
I don't know. Do y'all do this? Do y'all ever like kind of go dancing and it's kind of autopilot? So y'all just start like talking about just regular shit, just
you're exactly.
You're just like, did you pay the babysitter? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, and it's really weird how that, but like you're having a good time,
right? You're
present, but you're just discussing like these normal kind of things, or you're like, watch out for that guy, or look at that couple over there, they're gonna fall down.
Yeah, like literally people watching out at a country bar is like our favorite thing to do, because you look at all the dancers, you look at what people are wearing, you make fun of certain people or whatever.
There's characters like everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah,
awesome. Thank you.